Hello and welcome. First time doing a live um, with music. I've done it with other things, a different channel, and I thought I'd just do it. It's been a while since I played anything like live per se, like in person. I used to be in an orchestra, a small orchestra rather. It was kind of amateurish, although I put a lot of time into developing a specific tone. Mind you, when you hear this, you might not hear it the way you would think a flute might sound for many reasons. It could be that, um, the equipment that I have, but also that apparently, like, I've created sort of a woodsy sound to it. Um, but that's your interpretation. I didn't mean to feed that on you, but usually when you tell something to others, you tell people things. It often gives an impression of what it's supposed to be rather than their own impression of it. So I say just take it as you see it, whatever it is. So I'm just setting up my flute here. What I'm going to do is, because this is indoors, I'm going to wear a headset, like kind of just a kind of when it comes to warming up, or maybe I'll wear it throughout the whole thing. It depends. This isn't a hall kind of thing. There's carpet here, and what it does is it absorbs the sound, and so it becomes sound barrier. Like even this one right here, or this wall right here, it absorbs sound. That's because I also teach online. You don't want any noise. You don't want to. That's the thing about being a musician is kind of the opposite of what people think it is, and it takes it requires certain things. Let's just put it that way. So what I'm going to do is actually get my headset here. So let's see here. For those who have any sort of hearing stuff, just going to recommend this. I got this headgear thing. Technically, it's called headgear. It's technically, I'm not promoting anything. I'm just saying it's headgear. And look, for those who are new to my channel, by the way, my name is Jose. Okay, and I love languages too, just like I love music. I put a label on this, and this is the longest word I've ever seen for this specific thing. It's in Finnish. Olen vain minuskuloke. It's like, what? So, anyways, I'm going to put it on. I'm going to take these specific ones off because I'm not going to be able to hear anybody's thing, anyways. Okay, so what I'm going to do is usually I'm just going to warm up. I may not be able to hear you. So, this is just to protect my ears from any unnecessary excess sound. I think that's why when you work in a studio, it sounds different. Probably I've heard that before. So, okay. All right. Nobody's coming into the chat yet, and that's fine. It's part of the process. I just do it this way. See what that sound is like, what comes out of the recording. It is my first attempt. It's a trial. See what happens. It's still going to be, I don't know how it's going to turn out. If it's too loud, I apologize. I might have to lower the volume while I practice, so that way it's not too sharp on you guys. But then again, you might not pick up the other mic that carries this one, carries the echo. I don't know if you could hear that, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe if I go move the mic away. Just like it's similar to sport, you want to do like warm-ups. maybe I don't need that one here. Okay, so for those who are wondering, what the heck is he doing? So not just warming up, but I'm doing what's called harmonics at first. It's where you hold the same fingering, like the lowest finger you can find. In my case, I don't have a B joint on my flute. That's not that important. Um, it's not always used anyways. Um, and I go with that, let's say the lowest C, and I bring it up to change my embouchure. I change the flow, the air, all that stuff. If you look it up and you look up harmonics, it's quite takes a while to master. Master. I don't believe in perfection, but it takes a while to get used to it. So right, so you heard the first one, right? So according to just another flutist, she says that the air flows further out into the top of the palate, but as you go lower into the tone itself, it's kind of wider. The air is not that fast. That's why we have what's called, like, when you're blowing an wind instrument, typically, especially if it's like metal or steel or whatever it is, the lower, what do you call this? The lower registers, it's actually slow and warm. As you go higher into the second, a third, even maybe a fourth register, is here even a fourth register? Yeah, a third register, the second and third register, the air goes faster but colder. That's a little side note. Okay. So what I'm going to practice here is just a piece, and people have heard this before. It's the Cello Suite No. 1 in G major by Bach. And he is for those who don't know, he is a Baroque composer. So when people say classical, I hear this all the time. Classical music, classical music, classical music. Well, classical music is, probably for those who've heard it already, classical music is actually technically between, what is it? Between around the late 17th century to the 19th century, or somewhere around there. I don't remember the exact periods that they categorize it in. That's classical music. So we say classical, when people say classical, they usually lump up the Baroque, classical, and Romantic periods. But actually, classical is just that specific period. Baroque came before that, Renaissance came before that. And before Renaissance, there was medieval. And then before medieval, there's technically what's called, like, I guess you can say, folk music or traditional ethnic music or even ancient stuff. After classical comes romantic, and then there was modern classical. I think it's modern classical. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, today it's just called modern classical. So it's Disney stuff, kind of. That's kind of modern classical, sort of. But there is modern classical stuff, like modern composers who are, of course, still alive today. That's what it is. So this is a classical world. So what I'm going to do is play this one. So I don't just play the classical, just to let you know. I've dabbled in other things as well, which I actually don't think I really dabble into it, like traditional stuff, because I like that stuff. So I used to play my flute in a very Japanese sort of style. I remember when I heard music, like, for example, so I'd play around with the notes. I'd be like, I changed completely, messed up my embouchure on purpose. Like, so I've changed the thing, but technically in classical training, you don't do that. You can if you want to, but it's kind of messy. So it's kind of, in a way, messed up my playing, which is fine. I don't really care. I'm not one of those. Um, I try not to be one of those classical players that are like, it has to be specific, really specific way. So, anyways, I'm just here to. The purpose of this thing is to have fun with it and see where it goes from here. Okay, what I'm going to do is, because I'm using an iPad, I don't have any other timer. I should get an actual metronome, like an actual manual one, the one that goes like, you pull it and it just swings on its own. That doesn't. I don't think that requires battery. I should just get that. But I'll play it loosely without. Today we'll not use a timer. In classical music, you typically need a timer. So it's 72 beats per minute. So when you see a quarter note, the one with the stem, and it looks like a spoon, and it's black, it's covered, it's colored in. That's one beat. So every time you go 1, 2, 3, 4, that's one beat per four. If it's a 4 bar measure, 4 bar, 4 beat measure, sorry, 4 beat bar, 4 beat measure, it's that for each one. So for example, in this case, um, 72, I would say, is about what? That's probably feels like about, I'm not sure, 80. I'm not really good with the whole beat thing, the tempo. I would say this is less than 100. So if I go slower than that a little bit, technically this piece has been known to be played much slower than this. So, right, so you'll see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sight read. And sight read just means I'm not going to stop. I'm going to try, okay? So. So I have to turn the page. Oh. So, not my most favorite version. There's something about this that's a little off. maybe this is my interpretation. Um, the parts where it was playing, the part where it was just repeating, it was just kind of the part. I think it's part 33. It was like. So it's weird. It's weird. Yeah, yeah. It just sounds weird. It sounds weird. As if it's supposed to be like a lower note. So I would say it would have been. It sounds weird. It's like, again, because it's meant for cello. So let's see where it goes from here. I did say I would practice this one. Let's see here. So let's try it a bit slower. So I kind of paused in some of them. I didn't really completely sight read it. That's usually sight read means you sight read and you don't stop, as in you don't even affect the tempo. But I tried. So again, it's been a while since I played. So let's see. So 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 there's huge jumps there. So 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 D. So there's a huge flip there. So oops. So I'm gonna have to use the no, that's a big one. Mm-hmm. So. So, and then it's supposed to be like a retardando there. For those who don't know what that is, retardando just means holding off. There are different types of retardandos. sort of. It's just a term means you're slowing it down on purpose without. It's not really a tempo based slowing down. So it'd be like. So, that was interesting. No? No. This is interesting. This one is a funny part. I don't really like that part. But okay, I'll keep going. So that one's. Oh. So, that one's weird. So. My bad. That's weird. Technically, it shouldn't be that high. It should probably go down to the. It should probably go. Oh. So, so it should end them. I mean, if you want to end it, you can end it higher note, but I don't know. It just feels kind of a little off. But anyway, so that's a little bit of practice. What I'm going to do actually, I'm going to go for something different. Let's see here. take out some of the pieces that I've had before. Oh, here we go. Okay. Maybe I should practice this one. Now, much of these pieces are sort of orchestral. They're not exactly like a kind of a solo. You know what I mean? Like it's not a cappella, as people have called it. Sort of. Okay. But there is this one. It sounds so much better in a hall. But I'm gonna try it here. So I don't know if the mic has picked up any of the actual sounds. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If it's too loud, I'm sorry. I don't have the proper equipment. Well, I could probably. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see what happens if I lower the volume here. So I'm going to have to change the volume when I speak versus when I play. And again, let's see. Let's see, because I have these other speakers that come through. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. No, Mike. This one is supposed to be no. And because these speakers are old. Anyways, the point is, I'm just going to keep going. Okay. So this one is technically Lenski's aria. It's by Tchaikovsky. Okay. So this one requires technically the lower B register. But what I do is I just play it higher register up. And then, yeah. This one's harder to practice because I don't play with an orchestra. So there's a part here that I should technically practice. It's the one where it's the solo part, like in the middle. So let's see what happens here. This is the part. my bad. So that's where it goes into the horrible C. um, so super, super high. That's interesting. No. No. This one's a challenging one. So. So. These harmonics. Oh, yeah. And it goes into the D. There's high D here. I'm not going to play it. Super high. So. That was a weird sound. Technically it goes into the lower notes there. Like I don't have low B. It would sound so rich and beautiful. This is the Lansky's aria by Tchaikovsky from the opera Eugene Onegin. Onegin? Opus 24. Again, takes a while to practice what's called what is it called? Thirds, fourths, not arpeggio. I guess you can say arpeggios. But yeah, so there's that. So I'm just gonna see what's happening. Let's see what else we have. So what I usually do when it comes to practice. Oh, sorry, forgot. Can you hear me? Since nobody's here to verify that, that's all fine. Oh, I didn't even change the volume. Okay, so it's been the same. Let's see what happens when I. What if I use. Okay, I'm going to take out the mic here, this one. I'm going to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it to, it's totally gonna, I'm going to see what happens here. Oh, goodness sakes, today's technology. I can close that one, and I'm going to see what I can get from. Let's see if I can play one piece. This time I'm actually going to see if I can just play it. Here, let's see here. BWV, just type it here. 1017. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Okay. See what happens. Okay, I like this. I love this piece actually. Okay, let's see what happens. I can time with it. Usually the accompaniment is the one that times with you, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully you can hear it. Oh, so this was not the accompaniment. Okay. Accompaniment. Oh, I actually have it on file. Let's see here. If I can find it. Is it the one? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, here we go. I played this before in my channel here. Kind of did a recording. This time I'm doing it live. Okay, so there's no counting in. Usually you count in before you play. But let's see. So, you noticed I've made mistakes. Um, oh, sorry, that's the second part of the video. That's I don't have that part, but that's fine. Anyways, I forgot who played that one, but whoever it was, I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna thank them. I actually posted it on my thing. Oh, it's by Piano Accompaniment Concerts. That's the channel. So they called it Bach Violin Sonata Number 4, first, second movement, and on harpsichord accompaniment. I'm gonna share their link below. I'm going to actually put that later. Put it in my notes here and make sure I save that for later. Okay. So for those who like that piece, go ahead and play that one. There's technically by Bach, but it was actually, I believe it was kind of continued on by August Wilhelm. I forgot the MJ sounds a little Scandinavian there. But the point is, so there you go. So I just went through that. That was technically what you would call, it's not sight reading anymore. Sight reading is when you come across a new piece you've never come across before. Maybe you've heard it, but you never actually played it before. And you just scroll through it, and whatever mistakes you make a mistake. So it's kind of just like, it's a fun way to go through a piece and kind of test your skills. I think that's it. I'm kind of getting tired. So, but thank you for watching. For those who have stayed, who are going to see this, nobody's come in, so that's totally fine. I could play some more, but my thing was just to kind of show that when you play for fun, you're most likely going to be motivated. But what's I find is kind of hard to work with when you're working indoors is the acoustics. So if you are one of those people who can afford to invest in an acoustic or like a room that's a specific studio, or just get the right equipment and all the stuff, it's better if it's live, like in a studio. But you're still gonna have to get mics that actually pick it up anyways. So I don't have that equipment. My sister was offering me one, but then it wasn't working, and it was just like, that's weird. Okay, so whenever you see my music here, and those have been kind of basically adjusted because you want it to sound good, right? That's the whole truth behind recordings and all that stuff. But usually, because it's with wind instruments, it's not like a guitar or like a string instrument or even piano. There's a lot of acoustics already built into the instruments, right? It's in a box. Here, you're blowing through a pipe. There's no acoustics there. So how are you going to get acoustics? Well, you either have it in the room, or you do it as part of like your microphone has that function in the mic. Like the mic that I was using earlier was this one. It's like a cheap ass mic, and it has that I don't know if you can see that echo thing there, but it wasn't really working. It's not picking up the way when I first got this. It was kind of working better, but for some reason it's just not picking up. I don't know. Maybe if I change, no, that doesn't do anything. maybe it did go through. So I don't know if you're getting echoes through. Let's see if I change the mic here. Let's see what happens if I do that. Let's see what happens. Can you hear me? Do. Oh, maybe I turn it on. Can you hear me? Is that echo here? I'm gonna have to test it. I'm gonna do this one final test on this microphone, and if you can't hear me, at least let's see if this happens. So let's see what happens. If you didn't hear that, I was playing that, I was just testing the mic to see if there was echo there. Because the mic I'm using right now doesn't allow for the echo stuff. I don't know. Eventually, I'm going to have to find a way to invest in something. But anyways, thank you for coming. For those who have endured, or for those who have yet to watch this and endure and see what happens, my point is basically to show you, like, you can have fun whether you're practicing or playing, because you're just having fun. That's the whole point. Most of us go through life trying to see, I'm not there yet. I'm not at that place yet. I'm just like, who cares? Have fun. Just go for it. Who cares? Okay? Nobody cares. People might judge you because they get all snotty and all that stuff. That's negative. That's not going to help you. That's not encouraging. That's not uplifting. My goal is to show you that you can do anything, and that's my experience. And people have judged me for showing off. I'm just like, well, fuck it. Who cares? That's their judgment. That's their ego. That's their shadow. That's their stuff. Okay. Yeah, I know I'm getting to the whole spiritual stuff, but it's not really. It doesn't have to be spiritual, psychological, or scientific. It's not what it is. It doesn't matter. People have their own baggage, and we all have baggage, and that's okay. It's just when it comes to things you enjoy, just go for it. Because I've seen this so many times in my life. It's just like people waiting around for salvation or something like that. People waiting around for your savior or whatever to do the work for you. Stop treating God or universe and all that stuff that way. It's not. It doesn't work that way. It's there. If you don't put in the effort, if you don't put in, especially if it's most likely if it's from your heart, if it's something you're excited about, if you're not putting in the effort to it, it's not going to come to fruition. Or people today have called it's not going to manifest. So I've been playing music for over 25 years, and I can tell you right away, did not manifest on its own. Okay, I didn't just come up with, oh, I have gifts. My parents always said, you have gifts and all that stuff. No offense, mom and dad. Okay, it's more than just a gift. It's both at the same time. It's you're honing it. You don't know if you have the gift unless you put effort into it. And you're not going to put effort into it if you're not excited about it. Because if you think you're excited about it and it's just some sort of like you're waiting for some sort of external validation of like, I feel excited, like this kind of excitement, it's not going to work. And that's my experience right now. Just like I noticed that I haven't played in a while, but the moment I played again, it's just like, oh yeah, that's right. It's coming back. It's just fun. It's just fun. It's just fun. Just go for the fun. Go for the childlikeness. Go for that. Go for that. Go for that. Fuck everything else. Okay? So, pardon my French there in the last bit there, but that is the truth, and so be it. If I get comments that are negative, I don't care. Okay, I'm not even going to read them. So, expand. That's what we're here for. We're here to expand. We're here to grow. We're here to grow with the universe. Okay, we are divine beings. So that's my little spiel for you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming, or whoever didn't come, whoever's going to watch it, whoever's whatever. I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye. Find your light.